Hey makeup friends, today we're going to be testing out a new Drugstore mascara. This is the Sky High Mascara from Maybelline, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, just keep watching. Alright, before we dive into it, I want to welcome you back to my channel, or if you are new here, then hello and welcome. My name is Kara, and on my channel we like to mix beauty, brains, and the occasional F-bomb. So let's just dive straight into it. This is, as I said, the Sky High Mascara from Maybelline. I picked it up in shade 800 Blackest Black. The other option was Very Black, and I really don't know what the distinction between the two is, but Blackest Black somehow sounded blacker than Very Black, so how many times can I say the word black? Alright, moving on, that is the shade that I picked up. I did keep the outer packaging because I find there's more information on here than there is on the website, so I'm going to read the claims on here. It says that it's a washable mascara. First of all, I don't really like waterproof mascaras. I just find that they are altogether far too difficult to remove. So even if this was available in a waterproof formula, I wouldn't have picked that one up anyways, just because I tend to shy away from that. But regardless, it says here, introducing Lash Sensational Sky High, our first mascara made for full volume and authentic length. Custom flex brush grips and extends every lash. Formula with bamboo extracts and fibers gives authentic impact. That's the second time they've used the word authentic. Why? I question words. Anyways, welcome to my channel. Okay, moving on. It says that it has no clumping, smudging, or flaking, and it lasts for up to 24 hours. It is allergy tested, ophthalmologist tested, and suitable for contact lens wearers. I do note in the ingredients that there is beeswax. It makes no claim of being cruelty-free or vegan, but the beeswax would rule it out at any rate. Okay, so that's the information that we have. No claims on like improving the length by 502% or any of that kind of silliness, but I wanted to read you what the claims were, such as they are. All right, so here is what the tube looks like, and then inside is one of those rubberized bristle situations, which I find people either really like or really dislike, but I'm kind of neutral on it. I don't really mind so long as the mascara formula itself is good. But what I will note about this one, if it'll stay focused, hopefully, is that it is very, very flexible. Like, not entirely sure why it needs to be able to wag like a dog's tail, but at any rate, there we have it. Now, I do not have any lash primer or any of that kind of stuff going on. I don't tend to use lash primer, and in fact, I don't have any lash primer. So there we have it. But I am going to bump it in. We're going to apply to one eye just to see what the difference is. I'm going to do a wear test, certainly not 24 hours like it claims, but a solid 8 to 10 hours. And I will check back in at the end of the day to see if it has flaked off anywhere, if there's been any smudging or any raccoon eye situation going on. We'll see how this holds up. So let's bump it in. There we go. And I'm not going to try to rely on the viewfinder because I'll end up stabbing myself in the eye. So I'm just going to look down as we apply this because I've got my mirror sitting right here. All right, so I'm just going to go in. We'll apply a few coats, see how she does. Straight out of the gate, I'm not wild on just how flexible this brush is. Just because I feel like it's kind of like moving around a little. I don't really love that, but Now, it says that it doesn't clump, and yet it really kind of is. I'm trying to separate them. Can you see that? Like towards that outer portion right in here, like the lashes are sort of grouping together. Same with right in here. I can't really separate them. Okay, let's bring in a separate spoolie with no mascara and see if that helps. Not really. All right, let's go on the lower lash line. Now on the positive side of things, because these little rubberized bristles are so short, I'm not accidentally touching my skin, so there's a positive. I like that. All right, let's take a look here. Definite difference between no mascara and mascara. I do think that it is clumping a little bit. I do. However, it's early days. I've only worn this one other time, so basically a first impressions, and also I do find that mascara formulas do change over time as they dry out a little bit. So again, I mentioned in my recent Urban Decay foundation review, what I plan on doing is items that I have purchased in the month of January. Not only will I do sort of first impressions and rapid reviews in the month of January, but towards the end of February, I'm going to collect them all and share more thoughts with you at that time, having played around with them for several weeks at that point. So wait for that one as well, because I have the feeling with mascara that it will change over time. I may start to like it more, I may start to like it less. We will see. For now though, there's certainly no denying that it has like lifted my lashes and definitely made them appear longer and fuller. I really cannot fault that claim at all. You can see that, it's quite evident. The clumping is minimal, but it is there. As you saw, I brought in an extra spoolie trying to help separate them a bit. So I'm not super loving that, but again, that could change over time. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this eye up and then we'll go, I guess. Yeah, see these lashes here are, I don't know if you can see that or not, they're bunching together as well. So I am trying to keep it, gotta keep them separated. I'm trying, but in trying to separate them, they're just sort of glomming onto the ones on the other side. Definitely lengthening the lashes though. Can absolutely agree with that claim. All right, so there is the mascara applied. I'm gonna go about my day. I will check in towards the end of the day to show you how it's worn throughout, to see if it has fallen onto my cheeks and all those things. Fingers are crossed that this one holds up well throughout the day, because I can live with this level of clumping. I know I've made it sound like it's like some huge disaster. It's really not. It's certainly not the worst I've experienced. So I have high hopes for this one. My fingers are most definitely crossed. All right, I will see you at the end of the day. All right, guys, welcome back. Well, you haven't gone anywhere, but I have. It's now been 9.5 hours since I applied the mascara, so it's time to do our check-in, and I have good things to say in that nothing's really changed. That's pretty awesome. So let's not beat around the bush. Let's just get in real close and take a look and see how the mascara is holding up. I am so glad you can't see the position that I'm in right now, because it's not pretty. All right, that aside, here is the mascara up close and personal. As you can see, the lashes are still very lifted. Nothing has smudged, and with the exception of like 2 little flakes just right over here. Oh, I thought I saw 2. Oh yeah, there's like a little tiny speck here and a little tiny speck here, which the camera might not even pick up, to be honest, because they're so small. Nothing has flaked off either. So I'm very happy about that. Also, the lashes are completely dry. There's no stickiness to them whatsoever. That may sound like a ludicrous thing to say, but when I tried the Tom Ford Badass mascara, even 9.5 hours later, my lashes were still very sticky and I could like re-clump them all together. Not a good mascara at all. This one is doing way better than that. So while there was a little bit of clumping to begin with, I think the lashes look really good, and I think that it has worn beautifully throughout the day. And also in looking at it, like, yeah, there's a little bit of like sticking together over here, and with this one right up here. But overall, at the end of the day, like looking at it in the viewfinder here, it doesn't look like spider legs. You know what I mean? Like they haven't all just like grouped together. It doesn't look like I have 5 individual lashes. I think I might have been a little bit harsh on it on application because how it's wearing, it looks really, really nice. All right, so overall, what I can say is that my lashes look longer, my lashes look fuller, my lashes are definitely more curled than they were without the mascara, so it's checking all the boxes off as far as I'm concerned. In terms of the wear, as I said, it hasn't flaked, it hasn't smudged, it hasn't disappeared. I am really happy with that. I probably should have mentioned at the beginning of the video that I don't have watery eyes. I don't tend to deal with my mascara becoming really smudged throughout the day or rubbing off, especially on the lower lash line. So I don't expect that I'm going to have that problem, but sometimes it does occur. This isn't one of those cases. So on initial application, I am very impressed with this mascara. I know I was talking about how it was clumping together when I first applied it. I stand by that. I would have preferred a little bit more separation in the lashes, but I am hopeful that as the formula dries down a little bit over time, that is going to disappear and sort of resolve itself. So like I said, I am going to keep you guys updated. Towards the end of February is when I anticipate doing a monthly roundup and then just giving you some updated thoughts at that point. So look for that in the future, but at this point in time, this is a mascara that I would recommend. I don't think that the little bit of clumping that I had is a big enough of a deal to write off all of the positives of this mascara. So overall, I am very pleased with it, and it is a mascara that I am going to continue using, so that's always good. Even if the price point is relatively minimal, I don't like to waste my money and buy products that I don't like, so I am happy with this one, and that of course is a good thing. So with all of that said, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now.